Welcome back to another episode of Black Law and Legal Lies,
Legalize
where we tell.
the legal truth.
There you go. My name is Afro Becky.
Becky.
I am one of your hosts.
Host.
Thank you for joining us for yet another episode of Black Law and Legal Lies.
Wait, you know what? All these fucking sound effects, man. Nah.
Loser.
You can find the show online
Somewhere. Internet.
at Black Law Podcast.
You know the what was it, like the 50-year anniversary of the internet? Speaking of the internet was a couple of weeks ago.
50 years. Al Gore, he invented it.
He did.
Supposedly.
Don't hate.
Yes. And we are on all social media platforms.
We are
Black Law
Podcast.
Damn, son.
What?
They can't even hear you. My name is Dan, and I am one of your hosts. You can catch me on Twitter and IG at I am Dan on Drugs. Keep up with the show across all social media platforms at Black Law Podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, our shop is now open, and we're going to keep plugging that shit every episode. Check out our shop. We have numerous t-shirts to choose from, and I believe we're going to have one hoodie to choose from too, which is the design I'm wearing now. So check it out. Black Law. Let me move the mic.
A hoodie
with this
design.
Man, that's Jamaican.
But this design is African. So Black Law.
Yeah, because it's not yellow.
Legalize /shop.
Oh, y'all waiting for me?
Yes.
What are you waiting for me to do?
Say some shit.
Okay, I'm saying some shit.
Who the fuck is you? How'd you get here?
Who am I? See, well, I came on the bus.
On the boat?
On a bus, all the way from BFE. I used to live in the country. And then I moved on up to the city on a bus.
Bird and Falcon execution?
What?
BFE?
Whatever. Anyway, this is Just Dan. You can follow me at I Tell Legal Lies on Twitter.
Legalize.
Thank you very much for allowing me to come into bedrooms.
Oh, wait, she coming in your bedrooms, coming in your living
bathrooms,
coming in your bathrooms,
whatever rooms.
That's just nasty.
Wherever you listen to us at. Thank you for taking the time to listen or to look.
Okay, so this may be the last time that any of you listen to us.
You know what?
Because last week Ann posed a question.
Now, can we do a disclaimer?
Yes, let's disclaim that there's probably going to be some highly offensive shit said today.
I just have to say that you should take nothing that we say today seriously.
Take it all seriously, because I'm serious. I'm serious.
Don't do it, people. Do not take anything we say seriously.
Get me kicked off the Awaken Soul podcast. No, Ann posed a question last week. In 2019, are we taking political correctness too far? So I said, it depends. Becky, your answer was possibly. What's your answer?
Honestly, and please, people, do not hate me.
They already do.
I believe that's, you know what, let me tell you. You let your haters be your motivators. People can hate me all they want, but respect my opinion. Respect my mind. You will respect my authority. Cart? Man.
They don't watch South Park.
Anyway. Okay, so in my opinion, we have taken political correctness too far.
How far is too far?
How we are in 2019.
Right. Give me some examples is what I'm saying.
Okay, so I said something last episode about
the
retarded.
Yeah.
And someone said that in the office, and I said, you can't say that. It's not retarded. It's mentally challenged or whatever. And so they were like, really? But I can remember 1980, magazines. I mean, I even think medical journals,
That
you
it
know,
was a term. I don't know about 1980 because I wasn't even born yet, but I know it was in the DSM. It retarded,
retardation,
mentally retarded.
mental retardation is what you would see. But it's like retardation. As I said, that's what you would read, retardation. So of course, we shortened it to retard or retarded. But, retarded, the definition of retarded, if you look at Webster's, retarded just basically means
It's
slow
slowed down.
down
Yeah.
or,
We have these things
stopped from
called engine retarders.
right.
And what they
And they
do
slowed
is they change the rate of which your spark plugs fire.
right. So like I
Retard
said,
your engine.
it basically means slow down. So
Mhm.
if you tell somebody or you say that somebody has mental retardation, their processes as far as their mental capacity is slowed down. But, we as a society, we take things and it's the connotation. We say, oh, he retarded or she retarded. And the connotation of that is a very bad thing. Or it's something that we are to make fun of.
Look, I mean, but the word nigga could be used in the same sense. The connotation.
Uh-huh.
If a white person says nigger or nigga,
Mm-hmm.
psh, be ready to catch some hands.
Now,
But
honestly, I've heard people say, and I've heard black people say it's okay for them to say nigga with an A. But
it's
it's
never
when they
okay.
say nigger with an ER, then you about to die.
What's the girl's name? Becky, that was in the nail shop, Hispanic girl, talking. Frontin' niggas give me heebie-jeebies.
Oh, um,
Gina Rodriguez or some shit.
yeah, Gina
Yeah.
Rodriguez.
Okay. So there's this thing, and honestly, this has been I've been seeing this on the Twitter timeline. In New York, Puerto Ricans have free use of the word nigga. According to people in New York, I don't know this to be fact, but according to all the people that I talked to, Puerto Ricans, people such as Fat Joe, Puerto Rican, he uses the word
They
nigga
rap in there.
liberally.
Hmm.
Big pun.
Hmm.
So Puerto Ricans can use the word nigga. How? I mean,
So Caucasians can too, but because think about that.
they can,
We
but
put
there's repercussions.
But why though? We put it in rap. And
We do.
and so here you have NWA or any of a number of other
Mm-hmm.
hardcore rappers,
Mm-hmm.
nigga, 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 all throughout the lyrics.
Right.
So when someone is singing them, are they supposed to stop?
Self censor. Yes.
Why?
Because that is a word that we've adopted over the years, and we've changed the meaning of it. We've changed the connotation
Connotation,
of it to
right?
mean my boy, my homie,
My friend, my
that
buddy.
person over
Uh-huh.
there. We
Mm-hmm.
can say that. Yo, fuck that nigga. Or yo, what's
So
up,
wait,
my nigga?
why? So once again, you've taken political correctness too far. Because why is it that
That's not taking it too
yes,
far.
it is because
Nah.
if we can put it in a lyric,
We can say it.
if
Period. We can put it
if we can put it
anywhere.
in a
I
lyric,
can put it on a shirt and wear the shit.
we are putting it out there for
What's his
people to
face?
say.
Who did Nas? He had the nigga album.
Like I said, if we put it out there, we're making it okay to say.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Absolutely, we are. That is exactly why any and everybody feels comfortable saying nigga
Not everybody feels comfortable saying it.
around well, this generation. They're comfortable in saying that. And it doesn't matter who you are, black, white, orange, brown, yellow. They will say it. And the reason why is because it's just like, I've said before, when you make something and you say it and you say it and you say it, it loses its efficacy. So here it is. Yes, it does, because here it is.
No, it doesn't.
It has, because we have made it comfortable for people to say that. We have thrown it in popular songs.
We have made it comfortable for our community
We've
to
made
say
it comfortable for everybody
No,
to say
because
it.
everybody
Yes.
won't say it.
Anybody, like I said, we've made it comfortable for people to say it. There was a point where nobody but us would say
Okay,
it
so
amongst
let's
us,
look at
and they would not say
Gina
it
Rodriguez.
around us.
Gina Rodriguez.
But now they are.
Gina Rodriguez.
Okay.
So she felt comfortable enough to say it on Instagram while she was rapping a song. She got dragged through the mud. Now, she's an actress. This is going to hurt her not only financially, but in the court of public opinion. Next time someone needs a role, they're not hiring that nigga girl.
And that's why I'm saying we've taken this too far, because
So you're all for white people saying the word nigga.
Hold up.
You
That's
give
just
them a
like,
pass.
wait,
You give your white friends a pass.
Let me tell you, listen to what I'm about to say. That's just like with women. I can't stand it when women call each other bitches.
Fuck them bitches. All I'm saying is nigga.
I can't stand it when another woman said, bitch, please, and they giggle, and that's my bitch. And But then you get offended when a man calls you a bitch. You call yourself that.
But you've adopted that term to be used amongst each other.
But we shouldn't. If we feel comfortable enough to adopt something that had a negative connotation and flip the script, anybody should feel free to use it.
No, that is our history. Let me tell you about our history.
Wait, our history is bitch?
I'm gonna give you.
Our history is
Let me
being called
give
bitches.
you a quick history of Black America. We've always taken the shittiest shit
and turned it
flipped
around.
it. We ate pig intestines, pig feet, pig lips.
We ate anything that they would not eat.
Right. We take everything that is looked down
And we
upon
make
as
it good.
trash,
Right.
and we flip it, and that's us. And that is our culture. That is how. It's also probably a reason for a lot of high cholesterol, high blood pressure.
No.
But we do that. We take
We
things
do,
and
you're
we flip
absolutely
it,
right.
but
We
it
do.
is for
We
us.
do, but guess what? You can't contain it to just you when you
I
put
can.
it. You can't when you put it out in popular culture.
I
When
can.
you when you
let me tell you how I
when you
can.
make songs and those songs sell, and white teenagers, Latino teenagers, Asian teenagers, whomever buy these things and they rap these lyrics, they feel comfortable saying the words.
I don't think they feel comfortable.
Oh, hell yeah, they do.
Hear me out.
Sound like
Am I
somebody
hearing?
somebody edging the Lord. Are they cutting some tree limbs or something?
They're not comfortable. This is
They
where I
are
was going.
comfortable.
Let me. I just caught my train of thought. Stop interrupting me. They're not comfortable. They're excited. They're excited that they think that they're able to say this word because it's in the lyric. Let me tell you, I can put the word out there in everything I do. Nigga this, nigga that, nigga that, nigga that. How do I prevent it from spreading? Easily. White people need to have consequences and repercussions when they say the word. And I prefer of the physical assault variety.
Black people ought to have consequences and repercussions as well. Yes, they should.
No, because
Get
we
it- get
took
it out-
what
get it
y'all
out.
and y'all ancestors had called us.
Who is y'all?
Y'all white people and
Who-
y'all.
am I white?
Yes, you are today because you acting like a goddamn white person.
Am I white?
So them and their ancestors have called us that for
300,
centuries.
400,
Niggers.
500 years.
Look at them niggers. Look at them niggers.
Mhm.
We took that shit and we made it popular amongst ourselves. But you still can't call us that. No, that's bullshit. And like I said, like my gay homies, my gay homies who call each other the F word, they do it laughing and joking, and it's like, oh, and it's like they can do it, but you can't. So
No, like I said, that legitimizes it.
white people can't say nigga, or any variation thereof.
Legitimizes the word.
Say that shit around me. That's all I'm gonna say. Say that shit around me.
And then what's gonna happen?
You gonna find
You
out.
ain't gonna do shit.
You gonna find
You
out.
don't do shit.
You gonna find out.
But anyway, as I said, yes, I do think that we have taken this whole PC thing too far. I mean, we live in a country that's the home of the free, land of the brave, and my Constitution gives me the right to say what I want to say. So,
And my foot in your ass gives me the right to
and
stop
guess
you from
what?
saying
That same foot in my ass gives me the right to kill your ass.
She wouldn't have a chance.
Shit. Anyway.
And then capture that shit on fucking camera, edit out the part, and then they be like, look, she called him a nigger and killed him.
Yeah, whatever.
Race war.
All I'm saying is, if you don't want to have it out there, stop popularizing it.
Becky, thoughts?
I agree with Ann, but I am not comfortable saying the ER because saying it or any variation of it, to me, it just sounds foreign coming out of my mouth.
Right. It's like, honestly, and you are right.
But you're not answering the question.
That is the thing that
the question
we've done.
is white people.
No. The question wasn't even about white people.
No, my question to her was about white people.
Like, can white people say that?
I think it's offensive.
And it is. It is 100% offensive.
Okay.
But I think it's offensive when anybody says it. It's not just when white people say it. It's offensive when black people say it as well. I do not want to be called a nigger or a nigga.
Niggerette, please.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like, I do not want to be called a bitch. That is a female dog, and I'm not a fucking dog. Don't call me that. But as I said,
I myself have called you numerous
you called
things.
me all sorts of shit.
And this is the thing.
You call me all sorts of shit,
Right.
nigga.
Exactly. I do. I call. So that's the thing I don't understand about bitch. Oh, it's a female dog. But yet, women are so quick to say men are dogs.
Guess what? Once again, so to roll back to
Defend
something,
your species.
to roll back to something that I have said,
Defend your species.
Previously, I do not condone women calling other women bitches. Just like I do not condone black people calling other black people nigga or nigger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. But let's go further into this political correctness, because we started out about the whole retard thing.
Right, the retardation.
We said
Footnote about that.
What you say?
Footnote about that.
Okay.
Social Security Administration
Mm-hmm.
has removed the term, or wants to change the term. They proposed this back in 2013.
Okay.
From mental retardation
Mm-hmm.
to intellectual disability.
All righty now.
Okay, and before we move along here too, because Becky was telling us about some kind of sensitivity training she had to take. Did they tell you how to find the clit?
Why? Just why?
That's the most sensitive area.
It wasn't sensitivity training.
Oh, it wasn't?
It was diversity and inclusion.
Let's be diverse and
Training.
include everybody.
Okay, so tell us about that.
So there was a guy at work who sent out an email, and in his email signature, he said, "My preferred pronouns are
They?
Let me take
him."
Let me take. Oh, I'm gonna take this one. Let me take this one. Let me take this one.
Wait, come
Go
on,
ahead.
Beth. Come
Go
on,
ahead.
Beth.
Him, his, and I think it was himself or something like that.
His preferred, so
His
They do
preferred
that
pronoun.
now.
his preferred pronouns.
And I'm like, I don't know what this means. Even my manager came to me and asked me, "Is this something, hip and new and some, because she's older than me?"
That's some.
And I'm like, I have no idea what this is about. So he was the leader of this organization-wide training.
Did he used
that
to be
he
a
have
man?
to do.
I mean, a woman?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
See that?
So wait, if he didn't, so here's the thing. So if he is male,
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you? Right?
right? Male pronouns are him.
Correct.
Yo.
So he's
And
telling
his-
everybody through his email signature
So
that
many
I
people doing
identify
that
as
shit
this
now.
And this is how I want to be called.
Right. So I identify as I am my gender is male, and my orientation.
My sex is male. My gender. The difference is
Right.
Yeah.
Sex.
between
So
sex and
my
gender.
sex is male, and my gender identification is male as well.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to my sex is male, but I identify as female.
Dan's monologue, motherfucker. I'm getting tired of seeing that shit. Like, for real. If you look in people's Twitter profiles, it's my preferred pronouns are they, them, whatever.
Because
my preferred.
I told you, androgyny is the new thing.
Man, the monologue, do you know what the monologue is?
Man, fuck the monologue, because you always get a fucking monologue.
I don't always get one,
Yeah,
but I'm
you
about to
do.
take one right now.
Shit,
You can have one later.
Monologue.
So anyway, yeah, you see that shit in people's profiles on Twitter, on IG, my preferred pronouns, they, them, him, her, he, whatever the fuck. And then in the email signings at the bottom, like Becky was just saying, my preferred pronoun. I don't give a fuck what your preferred pronoun is. And I mean that with every fuck that I don't have to give.
Every fiber of your being.
Right.
You are very passionate
I don't
about
give
this.
a fuck. Okay, here's my thing. I call women her, she, whatever.
Okay, so what if her...
Let me get there. So I call a woman her, she, ma'am, whatever the fuck, right? Now, if you correct...
Bitch.
Yeah, bitch. Well, I call niggas bitches too. So if you correct me in the process of me calling you yes, ma'am, or, it's hers, excuse me, I identify as a man. That's different. Okay. There was this conference. It was, I can find a clip and insert the audio. There was a conference and it was like some lady up on stage trying to give a presentation. And then someone stands up in the audience. I am tired of you using gender specific, whatever.
Pronouns. Right.
And,
it wasn't gender neutral.
Right. And it's like,
she
bitch,
wasn't saying they.
Sit
she was
your
saying
motherfucking
him
ass
or
down.
her.
If we want to defeat capitalism, we are going to need a party that will organize working people to fight for the demands that we want and to win socialism. Thank you so much.
Right
quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. Okay, is there a speaker against name, chapter, pronouns?
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
I know why it's being done. It's because I'm telling you up front, I'm giving you this heads up because I don't want to have to correct you. Because
no, you're going to have to correct me.
Because they say that they are tired of correcting people. Now, the issue that I have is this. I've known female pronouns and male pronouns. Gender neutrality, androgyny, that's all new, right? And so there is a learning curve. Some people don't want to learn. Apparently, Dan does not want to learn.
And some people are being forced to learn.
Right? Beck is being forced to learn. Some people don't want to learn. Thing is, as I said earlier, we're taking these things too far. And Dan made a point which is true. We use any and everything to be outraged by. And, a lot of people say it's the liberals, but it's not just people who are liberal. It is people who are far right. There are people that are far left. There are people who are in the middle.
Well, they get outraged about different things.
I know, but it's all, I am outraged that you do not see things my way. Everybody has an opinion. And okay, I might not like your opinion, but I respect it. And because I respect your opinion, I'm going to listen. I'm going to disagree rather loudly because that's what I do. I disagree.
Be loud and wrong.
I'm loud and right as far as I'm concerned. But like I said, I will disagree with your opinion, but you have the right to have it. Let me have mine. And that's the point that as far as taking PC too far, everybody has a right to their opinion. If you don't like it, stop conversing with this person. Move away from this person. Allow them to have even these fucking rednecks. Y'all have the right to y'all opinion.
I like redneck.
You know, see, I am of the opinion that I would rather know that you hate me. You know what I'm saying? People talking about, no, don't say that. I want to know who you are. I want you to tell me, I want you to show me who you are. So now I can keep my eye on you. Who I distrust are people who smile in my face and call me a nigger behind my back. Show me who you are. Cause I'm gonna show you who I am.
I'm right here.
You know what I'm saying?
right here.
I'm
right here.
gonna show you who I am. So
Man, fuck that shit, man.
Let people say what they want to say.
That's,
you don't have to listen.
That whole outrage shit is like, all right. So Dave Chappelle, did you get a chance to watch his new special?
Mm-mm. I love Dave Chappelle.
He said what by today's standards is a whole bunch of offensive shit. Same with Bill Burr. Bill Burr, whole bunch of shit that's offensive. These are comedians too. So this is what they do.
Right, but you remember back in the day, everybody could get it. Anybody could get it. Eddie Murphy? Oh my God.
That's my favorite stand-up comedian
Eddie Murphy offended everybody.
No, he offended nobody because back then they knew it was comedy. They knew it was
right,
jokes.
But I'm saying that by today's language, and
by
I believe,
today,
did he not apologize?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
A lot of his
his new stand-up's coming out soon, hopefully, and he wanted to get ahead of it and apologize now because people are, well, Eddie, he was problematic back in the day. The whole, hey, we're gonna play tennis. What you doing after this? You want to go get a beer? Nah, I think I'm gonna go home and suck some dick. Like that was his humor, and back then
it was funny. I can say I tell anybody I laugh at Eddie Murphy to this day.
Yeah, 100%.
Every freaking thing the man said was true in my experience,
and funny
and
as
it
hell.
was funny. And that's the thing about comedy. Comedy is offensive. Comedians use real world scenarios,
right?
And they make it funny. I mean, but
it's also a way to make you aware of certain things that you may not be aware of. Like, for instance, as much as I hate this kind of comedy right here, you see, white people eat cereal like this. Mm-hmm. Black people eat cereal like this. As much as I hate that shit, it's still, it gives you as a white audience member or a white viewer insight of, oh, okay, so we do things different. And of course, we're going to put the stereotypical spin on it.
Right.
But it's still, that's some shit that had you not gone to that comedy show, you might not have been aware of.
And then, you think about it. I can laugh at myself. I often do. I laugh at Dan too, just because. Anyway, but that's the thing. In 2019, people take themselves too serious.
Well, it has led to people's careers changing. As opposed to Eddie Murphy and his statements and jokes that he made back then, Kevin Hart's stuff has been regurgitated, and now he's unable to host what award show? I forget it was the Oscars.
Was the Oscars, right?
So, it's impacting his career,
right?
But when Eddie Murphy said it or did something similar,
right? But like I said, Eddie Murphy was doing this in
a different time,
right? And it was in a different atmosphere.
So, to your point, we've become more sensitive and more PC.
Right. We can't laugh at ourselves anymore.
Right.
Like, because everybody walks around on eggshells because nobody wants to offend anybody. But like I said, my opinion is my opinion. If you find my opinion offensive, move away. You don't have to talk to me. Trust me. I don't give a damn if you talk to me or not. But my opinions are mine.
Right. But there's also the nuance of companies taking on a social, I guess, I don't know if it's responsibility.
Right.
So like Nike with their statement with
Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick. Some people have decided to revolt against Nike and not purchase any more of their stuff.
That's right. Burning Nikes
Right.
and everything else. Right.
But they were making I think it was a moral and company political, in a way, statement to say that they support this man.
Oh, absolutely.
Find a company 20 years ago that would do that.
Right. Well, you think about you said that, and you think about the evolution of a lot of these companies. Because you remember back in the day, Coca-Cola in South Africa, apartheid, Coca-Cola caught all kinds of hell, but social change, and they grew. They saw the wrong and they grew. And I said that to say that society as a whole and consumers, we drive lots of things, but so often it is the fringe elements of our society.
It's the minority
that really drives everything. They have the loudest voice. They may be the littlest segment, but they have the loudest voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Afro Becky has to leave us at this current moment. Becky, we thank you for joining us. Please say hello to AJ because he was worried that you were dead in a closet somewhere.
Hey, AJ, I'm alive. Thanks for your concern.
All right, Becky, you got a flight to catch.
Later.
Peace out.
Going back to what I said earlier, we as a society, we really have, and I think it's to our detriment, taken political correctness too far. And I say that because we don't allow people who have an opinion that's different from ours to speak.
Yeah, it's
we
Fox News basically. As soon as you start talking, no, you're wrong. Shut up. No, you're.
We don't let people have a voice anymore, and that goes fundamentally against one of the founding principles of our free society, freedom of speech. Now, we've said in previous episodes when we've talked about freedom of speech, how, for the greater good of society, some speech has been tempered.
Yeah.
Certain things you can't say.
Yelling out fire in a movie theater.
Right.
Yeah.
Things that are considered harmful, like hate speech that could lead to some bodily harm. That's understandable.
Like a white person saying nigga. That could lead to bodily harm.
But like if I go back to calling yourself a bitch, if you're doing that, I should be free to call you a bitch too. Calling yourself a nigga, I should be able to do that too. Don't get offended if somebody else is doing it if you are doing it as well. Or if I'm saying X, Y, and Z on the corner, that's my opinion. Let me say it. If I'm not doing it, if I'm not causing harm, physical harm or danger to you, let me express myself and move on. If I don't have to hear you, I can move on. I can move away. But I stand there and I get into an altercation because you don't like what's coming out of my mouth.
People just waiting for an opportunity to engage. And here's the problem, and I'll just leave it at this. Not everyone should have a voice. And what I mean by that,
Please tell me.
social media Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all this shit where people spew whatever the fuck their random thoughts are. That shit should be a privilege. Like you wait,
That's
let me
censorship.
it's not censorship because we didn't have Twitter in 1989 and 1994.
Yeah, but we had
We
other
weren't being
shit.
censored.
We had other
We
shit.
weren't no. Fuck that. That shit needs not everyone should have a voice. And I'm a firm believer in that. You can have your voice amongst your circle where those people have to listen to you, but the rest of the world, fuck you, fuck your voice, fuck your opinion. That's one thing. The second thing is camera phones. These smartphones have people so afraid to
To do
be
anything.
who the fuck they
Right.
really are in
Mhm.
public because you never know who's filming you.
Mhm.
So if me and P walking around, we say all kinds of offensive shit amongst each other. And will we ever say that in public? No. But being that you never know who's
Somebody will capture.
right,
Mhm.
so you can't even fucking be yourself in public. And I know a lot of people will say, well, you shouldn't be saying all that shit in private. Black people, we have survived off of laughing at offensive shit, humor, basically. Black people have survived. If it wasn't for humor, we would all be dead. So you damn right I'm gonna say offensive shit when I'm with my boys, when I'm with my cousins, and
Well, people do that, period. And it's not just black people. I mean, people say things.
them niggas racist though.
You see what I'm saying? People say things amongst people that they feel comfortable with. And feel free to do that. But I do 100% agree with you saying with the advent of camera phones and video voice memos and everything, it's hard to like trust, even if you're in a group of like-minded people, shit will get out. And,
You
and
saw
it's
that
not
one girl, I think she was a cheerleader or something on a this was maybe a year or so ago. They were on a bus and a whole group of they were white cheerleaders and they were egging her on, trying to get her to say nigga.
Mhm.
So finally she
She said
says
it.
it. One of them happened to be recording and then released that
Went
recording
everywhere, huh?
and just destroyed this girl's life after y'all had, egged her on to say it.
Mhm.
Now, should she have said it? Absolutely not. But they were setting her up.
Right.
And now, shit, her name is just like trash in the
Garbage.
streets. Yeah.
Right. But see, and that's wrong. Cause like I said, you already told y'all my opinion of that. Look, I don't need any death threats. I don't, because my opinion is my own. You have yours.
You're
But
gonna
that's
die.
but that is the way I feel. As I said, I don't use those words. I find them offensive. I do.
We have 113 episodes. Y'all be the judge. Shit. Anyway, yeah, let us know what y'all think. Is the world too PC now? Is all this the pronoun, the gender neutralities? We're gonna talk about the they bees, where these parents are raising their
But that's
children as gender neutral until they can choose. I'm just not gonna touch on that.
But weren't you talking about getting to the legalities of this thing? You were saying something about a court case. The father,
Yeah. So basically,
and this is the they be thing. Since we're talking about gender neutrality, and for those of you who don't know what they bees are the babies of parents who are not trying to put their own gender or society's gender construct on their children. So if you're born female, they are not going to call you by female pronouns. Not gonna do any of
it's
that.
they. That's all they call you is
Right,
they.
because the parents want the children to choose whether or not they're going to live their life as male or female or neither. So they is the pronoun that they use. It's not him, her, it's they.
Man, I can't find it. There was a link to it.
All right, there's a there's a court case out there involving this very same topic, and we will get into that on another show. We will provide information about that, but that is just one more. I think that honestly, that is an offshoot of the whole political correctness thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't care. I just think that we're taking everything too far. I mean, society, in my opinion, spinning out of control. We're so fractious. I mean, we are the United States of America. But within these United States, we are so fractured and clannish and clubbish. We, as a society, we are more and more, and you see more and more, we are getting away from unity. And as I said, you see more cliquish, clannish, clubbish behavior. It's like, and I get people want to be with like-minded people, but there's so many fractions and factions out there that it's like, geez, like Rodney King said, can we all just get along?
Nope.
Obviously not. I mean, it's crazy to watch. And over the years, you've seen it, and I've watched it, and it's like, honestly, I fear for our society. I really do.
Man,
Something has to give.
I don't care about our society any longer. I don't, like I said, I treat everyone like children now. I don't care what you think. I don't care how you feel. And this is being real. I don't give a fuck. Like, and going back, 20 minutes or so, I have my own shit that I'm dealing with. I have shit that impacts my life directly, that affects me daily. I don't give a fuck what other people are thinking, or like, I don't care.
That's
Y'all
Trumpism at its highest form.
call it what it is.
That's what it is. 'Cause
I don't care.
That sounds like your president. It's like my way. I care about me and how I look, and I don't give a damn about nobody.
I don't care how I look, and I don't care. Like, you see how I dress. I don't care how I fucking
Now,
look.
when I say look, it's like how you come across to people, whether you come across as I'm this put together man of strength, and that
Fuck
honestly,
all that.
that's your president. Your president is like
Well,
a 2-year-old.
I'm not like a 2-year-old, but I
Yeah,
am
you
going
something
to
like a
say
2-year-old.
I don't care how other people feel, what they think. Like, once y'all figure the shit out,
Then
just
holla
like
at me.
send me an email or some shit. I might read it, I might not. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Black people sitting at a table talking.
Now, honestly, y'all, tell us what y'all think. Like, hit us up, drop us a line. Let us know what your opinions are about this, whether or not we've
She
done
ain't gonna
this
check
whole.
it.
I do. That is a lie. I do. I engage when people engage me.
Even going back to that Lost episode we found a year and a half ago about,
Shut up.
I ain't mean to snub you, CJ. I just I was doing legal shit. I was doing a
saw
lot of
it.
legal
I
shit.
saw it. I was trying,
You
man.
don't even know
Look,
what you saw.
I
You don't even
did.
remember that damn episode. Well, I saw it. I saw the whole thing.
I saw something. I heard something.
Ladies
Anyway.
and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Black Law and Legal Lies. Thank you for tuning in. And for those of you who will stick with us, you'll see us next week. I am Dan. You can catch me on Twitter and IG at I am Dan on Drugs. The show across all platforms at Black Law Podcast. Check out our shop, Black Law Podcast /shop. And if you want to donate to the show, it is paypal.me/Black Law Podcast.
Yeah, and I'm just Ann, and you can follow me at I Tell Legal Lies on Twitter, and I really will engage with anyone who engages with me. Becky flew the coop, so you won't be hearing from her again this episode, but we miss her. Bye, Becky.
And you know what her pronouns is?
Her.
Nah. Oh, well, shit. All right, bro. Peace out.